Hi everyone. That was loud. Okay. Hi everyone. I hope you're good. I've got a laptop to fix here. It's a Lenovo Ideapad 1i. Ouch! How did you fall that far? Alright, I hope that's audible enough. Lenovo Ideapad 1i. The issue is dim display. So if I plug the power supply, I've got power, and if I press the power button, look at the screen. Did I see any? Oh, there we go. Lenovo. You can see it. It's dim. Almost non-existent. You can see the Windows 11 loading down there. Anyways, let's find out what's happening. You will need to open this and check it from the inside. Where is my screwdriver? There we go. Alright, I usually pause when I'm supposed to be opening, especially if I'm using a manual screwdriver like this, because it takes too long. If I was using my automatic, is it an automatic screwdriver or electric screwdriver? If I was using that one, I would be done by now, because you just go bloop bloop and it's quick. Anyways, what are we dealing with? I've dealt with this type of a machine many times now, like many times now. Alright, looking at the motherboard, our backlight is supposed to come from, you can see the screen cable is bended out. Could that be the issue? How did it move out of position like that? Let's see. No, it's still dim. Okay. But now I need to find the backlight fuse. No, it's not this side. It's at the back. It is at the back. There is no way around that. Let's see. Just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna pause and check out the motherboard. Alright, so I've got the motherboard here. It's been worked on before, but what they were doing, it's got nothing to do with the backlight. It was to do with charging. Okay, so the backlight, the LCD connector is right over here. So the backlight fuse should be right underneath, because on the top side there is almost no components. You can see a fuse over here, and it's blown, isn't it? Yeah, it's blown. We've got a short circuit. Yeah, we've got a short circuit, definitely. And because this is a cap, it's got a beeping sound on both sides, and that explains why the fuse is blown. So our short circuit is on this side of the fuse. Now, when you think about it, there's almost nothing else connected to this. The side that's shorted cannot be the main power rail, because the machine works. Remember, the fuse for the backlight, it takes 19 volts or 12 volts or whatever main power rail to the backlight of the screen, of the display. So literally there's just main power on one side of the fuse, backlight on the other. So the short cannot be on the main power because the laptop works. It powers on. We can confirm that by checking these two caps. There's no short circuit. Even if we confirm with this, there's no short circuit. MOSFET resistor. So if we check over here, there's no short circuit. But if we check from here to the fuse, the side that's not shorted, there we've got continuity. So that's the main power side. Now the backlight side is the one that's shorted. Alright, so we need to find out what could be the cause of that. And from what I can see, there is almost nothing else here. It definitely has to be this cap, because there isn't much really on the backlight side, especially on the motherboard side around the 19 volts, because it just the fuse then straight to the connector, unless the LCD connector itself is internally shorted, which is very rare, but no, it's not rare. It's very common with MacBooks. Alright, I'm going to take the cap off. Cool, that's the cap off. And let's check for that short circuit one more time. And there we go, short circuit is gone. Nothing anymore. So that was the issue. That capacitor. I don't know where the dust is coming from, but yeah, got me sneezing. Sorry about that. I'm trying to think which cap I can use, but I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use a cap which is coming from a main power rail. Reason being, this is still just the main power rail. There's just a fuse between that and the LCD connector. Alright, here comes the cap. I was supposed to get some fresh solder there. Oh, come on. Let me add some fresh solder, then when the cap sits, it just sits. It won't roll away the way it is doing right now. So what I mean by that is this. You know, if you've watched my videos a lot, I generally don't replace capacitors. Especially the ones that are on the main power, because it's just a lot on the main power. The capacitors that I would make sure that I replace are those that are around, let's say, the charging circuit. Not the charging circuit in particular, but around the charging IC, the PQIC or interseed or something like that. Reason being, some of them are not even connected in parallel, they are in series or something like that. Yeah. Like take for example the cap which is on the region on the PQIC. That cap, if it's absent, the machine will not perform properly. It will not charge, or it will not respond to the charger. There's just a huge bunch of possibilities. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to use a fuse, a properly calibrated wire. Yo, that was so wrong. A properly calibrated wire. A fuse. Alright, after that, alright, there we go. So that's the reason why I didn't remove the original fuse, so that I can attach the jumper wire to it. That's ground, that's positive. So you can see now I've got continuity from main power rail to the cap. Where's the machine? You must connect this trackpad place first, and then flip the motherboard because it connects to the other side. Alright, I just want to put a few screws so that the motherboard does not move out of place. Alright, there we go. Cooling fan. Alright, battery's in. Not even gonna put the charger. I'll just use a battery. It should be able to work. There we go. Lenovo. Preparing automatic repair. That's it. Short circuit on the backlight side, blew up the backlight fuse, removed the cap, replaced it, and then repaired the fuse with a proper fuse. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from the video. I will see you in another one. Cheers and goodbye.